Hello everyone, my name is Imad and welcome to lesson 2 of learning Chinese for absolute beginners or from absolute zero. In the previous lesson, we learned 3 Chinese characters, 3 easiest Chinese characters, and they were E, number 1, E, and R, number 2, San, number 3. Let's write sound. San. Even if you've forgotten all these 3 characters, is perfectly fine. Now is a good chance to review them and learn them again, because as we said, the more times you forget and relearn, the faster that thing will be engraved in your memory and you'll remember it forever. Now let's look at these English letters that we use to write the sound of these characters. These are called Pinyin. It's an extremely useful system that is used to write the sound of the Chinese characters. Pinyin was invented in the 1950s by a group of Chinese linguists, and it has made learning Chinese a lot easier. Unlike most of the other languages, Chinese does not have an alphabet. In other languages, you start from learning the alphabet, and after learning the alphabet, you can read and write almost anything. You can even read the words that you don't even know the meaning. But Chinese is different. Chinese does not have an alphabet. Instead of alphabet, they have these things called characters. Think of them as an image, as a picture, and then you have to learn the meaning and the sound of every character. That means very often you will come across a character that you have not studied before. You will not be able to even read it. So the pinyin will help us to write the sound of the Chinese characters. Pinyin is really easy to read and pronounce. Most of the sounds are familiar, but there are a few differences and we will talk about them as we go through the course. Another important benefit of the pinyin is for typing. You only need to know the pinyin and then you'll be able to type whatever character that you want. For example, if I want to write number 3 in Chinese, I only need to write the san in pinyin, and then the system will be able to show me the character that I want. As we said, Chinese language doesn't have an alphabet, and instead they have characters. Well, the good thing is not all these characters are difficult. Quite a few of them are really easy to understand, and some of them came from images and pictures that are really easy to understand and learn. So let's start learning a new character. It's 2 strokes. 1, 2. Okay. This character is called Ran. Try to repeat after me. Ran. In the next lesson, we will talk about what is that line above the pinyin. So for now, just try to repeat after me. Ran. Ran means people or person. If you look at the very old way of writing this character, you can see it looks like a person. So I hope it helps you to remember this character a little bit better. Let's write it again. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. Ran. Try to repeat with me. Ran. I stop here, but you try to write it 10 times, 20, 40, as many times as you need until you master the character. Alright, that was character number 4. Now let's learn another easy character. 1, 2, 3. Okay? This character might look easy, but it's extremely important. You will be seeing this shape many times in the future characters. So try to learn it very well. This ko. Try to repeat after me. Ko. Okay. So what does this mean? Well, if I Draw two eyes, face. Can you guess the meaning? It means mouth. Okay, mouth is 口. 1, 2, 3. Okay, remember this is 1, and then the next stroke is these two all in one stroke, 3. So you should be able to write this character in 3 motions. 1, okay, 2, you don't stop here, and close it, 3. 口, 口, say it out loud, 口, 口. You should hear yourself saying that word, 口. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. So it's just a square, but it's important to write it correctly. 2, 3. 3 strokes, 口, and it means mouth. Alright, now let's look at another character that is really easy, and also if you look at the old way of writing it, it just makes sense. Okay? 1, 2, 3. This thing is called shān, shān, shān. Try to repeat after me. Shān, shān, shān. Okay, if I draw this, if this thing was really big, what would it be? Okay, you might have guessed it right. This means mountain. Okay, shān means mountain, and the earliest version kind of looked like this, and over time it became a bit simpler like this. So let's write it again. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Again, 3 strokes. 1 in the middle, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Shān, shān, shān. Alright, now try to read these 2 characters. I'm gonna write 2 characters that we studied. Try to read it. What is this? Ran, ran. What does it mean? Person or people. And this one? Ko, ko. Ko means mouth. One of the great things about Chinese language is we only need to learn a few characters and we can make so many words from them. Ren, ko means population. So we just combined 2 characters that we already knew, and then it became a new word. Ren, ko, 2 separate characters, we write them together, becomes a word. Most of the Chinese words are not made by a single character. Most of them are made by 2 or 3 characters. So ren, ko means population. Very well. So in the first lesson, we learned E, R, san, 1, 2, 3. And in this lesson, we learned ren, ko, and shān. So far, we have learned 6 characters. Every single character that you learn is very important and very valuable. And a lot of the future characters are all made from these simpler shapes. So try to practice as many times as you need until you master all of these characters. Alright, this is the end of lesson 2, and in the next lesson we will be talking about the Chinese tones.